For the second time in a year, the Masters is coming our way, and joining us from Augusta, Jason Sobel, our master of Masters talk. He is, of course, from the Action Network. I'm Adam Kaufman, and Jason, just how exciting is this to, get back to a little bit of normalcy after, as we know, the pandemic shifted everything around schedule-wise and had the Masters take place in November last year.
Yeah, Adam, that's the one word that I keep coming back to this week is normalcy. Last year was intriguing because we'd never seen Augusta National in November. We'd never seen a Masters in the fall. And so it was just different. This one feels like we're getting back to a sense of normalcy, sort of big picture equation if we put everything together. And then you throw in sort of that hype machine turned up to 11 right now. Jordan Spieth winning on Sunday. Brooks Koepka coming back from knee surgery. Jon Rahm is a father, and he is indeed going to play this week. So a lot of really good storylines coming into this one.
Before we get to some of those, just in general with the course, because like you said, with the Masters taking place in the fall, now obviously springtime, as it typically is, by the way. But for people that were just here a matter of months ago, how is this course going to play differently in Georgia than it did in November here in April?
Much softer in November. So we saw, of course, it was not nearly as fast and firm as it is usually in April. And the result of that was Dustin Johnson set a 4-round scoring record himself. Cameron Smith became the first player ever to record 4 scores in the 60s. The overall scoring average for the entire field was lower than ever before. And I think that the powers that be at Augusta National may bite back a little bit this week. And I expect this course to have a little more bite itself. And I think it's going to play tougher this week.
As you alluded to, Dustin Johnson is the defending favorite. He is, or defending champ. He's the favorite here to win once again at plus 950. Now, it's tough to win an event back-to-back years in general, but to win an event like the Masters twice in a span of, 6 months, I don't know. Are you more inclined to fade DJ for that reason?
Yeah, he's a fade for me this week. I don't love the number on him. First of all, I understand it. He's the favorite. We all get it. But no, this is going to be a different kind of Masters, like I said, than we saw in November. And DJ, quite honestly, has not played his best golf over his last 3 starts, has not contended or even come in the top 10 for one of those events. So DJ is a fade for me this week. Granted, on any given week, he can just bust out and play his best golf and go ripping the field by 5 shots like he did in November, but I don't see it happening this time.
Jordan Spieth with the win at the Valero Texas Open made people a lot of money over the weekend, and here the DK Sportsbook has him now rocketed up the board, tied for second with DraftKings own Bryson DeChambeau at plus 1150 here to win this event. These two guys, the only two that are right behind DJ. How do you feel about Spieth going into this?
Yeah, I wonder if that number keeps moving too, because the public is all over Spieth so far, and for good reason. He could have got him at 60-1, 80-1 just a few months ago when he was struggling with his game. He was outside the top 90 in the world. He hadn't won in 4 years, and now he's got more momentum than anybody. He's taken that momentum down Magnolia Lane. The ball striking is fantastic. I really like Spieth. I just don't see a scenario in which this is not a really good week for Spieth. Whether really good means he wins this event or comes in T6, I think that's a fine line. But if you're looking for one reason why Jordan Spieth might not play well this week, and it's nitpicking because, like I said, I really like him, but he was working that left to right fade off the tee throughout the weekend at the Valero Texas Open. You really need to work your ball more right to left with the draw at Augusta National. And so we'll see if he's able to get that shot shape back. If not, could hurt him a little bit. But again, I'm nitpicking. I really like him this week.
Well behind DJ, Spieth, Bryson, you got Brooks Koepka, who is plus 2,800 to win this event. Now, he is less than a month removed from knee surgery. He's obviously going to play. We know his history at major tournaments. Are there just too many question marks to want to lean in and play him?
It depends. Adam, is Brooks watching this right now?
No.
No? Okay. Well, if Brooks isn't watching it, then I'll say, yeah, absolutely. Brooks can go play well, and I think he'll do something. If Brooks was watching this right now, I'd say there's no chance Brooks can play well after knee surgery just a few weeks ago. He can't do it. And then Brooks sitting there in front of his laptop right now going, oh, yeah? You think so? And all of a sudden, he gets that big chip on his shoulder. He says, let me prove you wrong. And Brooks loves proving people wrong. It's the whole reason he's come back. I loved his quote that he gave to reporters on Sunday afternoon. If I was going to come in second, why would I even show up? And so he is here to win this golf tournament. That's a Tiger Woods-like quote right there. And I wouldn't be surprised if Brooks Koepka is in the mix. I do think, Adam, he will keep getting stronger every day. I don't know how much golf he's played coming off that surgery a few weeks ago, but if he can just hang in with an even par opening round, maybe 1 or 2 under in the second round, I do think that he'll get better as the week progresses. And so if he just, like I said, hang on with a decent start, we can see Brooks Koepka on the leaderboard this weekend.
If you're going to give one of these, you got to say, the big chip on his massive shoulders, just to, really let him, because who knows, he might watch this on replay, which I don't think we're going to send it to him. Let's talk about, after going down some of the roads, obviously involving high price guys. What about mid-range guys, mid-tier guys? Anyone stand out to you?
Yeah, there are a few guys I like, maybe not for outrights necessarily, but at least for top fives, top tens. Top five, I really like Paul Casey. I'm not sure he's necessarily a mid-tier. He's sort of an upper to mid-tier, but Paul Casey has cashed top 5 tickets in 3 of his last 5 worldwide starts, and so he's a nice play this week. Further down the board, Jason Kokrak has been top 10 in each of his last 3 stroke play events, and Corey Connors playing very well lately. So I do think it's going to be mostly the bigger names on the leaderboard throughout this week, Adam, but it doesn't mean we won't see anybody up there. Just last November, we saw Dylan Fratelli, Sungjae Im, Cameron Smith, all at triple-digit outright odds going into the week. They were all top 5. CT Pan was 1,000 to 1 outright. He was in a share of 7th place. So don't be afraid to dig for some long shots this week.
Who are the long shots for you? Even going beyond, obviously, mid-price guys. I mean, really digging deep down that board.
Boy, really digging deep. I would look at a guy like Matt Wallace, who played really well in Texas this past weekend. He was in that final group with Jordan Spieth, and so I think he will continue to ride some momentum. Christian Bezuidenhout is a guy that I think a lot of people in golf fans in the U.S. don't know much about, but he started playing more events over here. He's a very good player as well. Check out the course. Here's, at the time we're recording this early in the week, we haven't heard too much about how the course is playing yet. If the course is fast and firm, and we hear all about how it's fiery and, it's just the balls are rolling forever, check out guys who are, first of all, shorter hitters, and secondly, some guys who have played well on links golf courses. So you might be able to find some of these European players or guys who have at least played on the European tour who this course might work out better for them than some of the American course players who are used to just firing at the flag sticks all day. So again, I think it depends on how the course plays, but we're not quite there yet.
Jason, we hang on every word that you say. So tell me, who is going to win the 2021 Masters?
So Adam, when I arrived in Augusta, I had picked a winner. It was Xander Schauffele. Xander Schauffele has not won in over 2 years. Strokes gained approach, which I think is the most important metric, very good this season. So I had Xander Schauffele, and then I woke up in Augusta on Monday morning, and I said, nah, not doing it. I got another guy.
Okay.
And I had an asterisk next to this guy's name for the last couple of weeks when I was piling up all my research because we weren't sure he was going to play. His wife was due with their first child. He said, look, if the baby comes during Masters Week, I'm out of there. The baby came on Sunday. Jon Rahm called it the greatest day of his life. And I think next Sunday could be the second greatest day of his life. He's playing so well. 3 straight top 10s at this event. He's got, I believe, 10 top 10 finishes in the last 14 starts dating back to last year. A great cross-section of form and course history for Jon Rahm this week.